All right. What's up, Star Wars fans? I hope everyone has been enjoying the marathon. Welcome to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. My name is Panache, and I'll be your commentator for today's 80% race between MrBenuto and CageKing2. A little bit about myself. I'm a content creator, speedrunner, and speedrun.com mod for Jedi Fallen Order. You can check out my Twitch and YouTube channels for speedruns, tutorials, glitch exhibitions, and various other content. I was featured at Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 for Fallen Order 80%, no PBC. If you watch my AG2Q run, prepare to be entertained because the run has changed quite a bit since then. We've managed to shave about 15 minutes or more off my G2Q time with all the recently discovered tech. Today's run will feature the use of pause buffer clipping, which, if you've seen other speedruns, I'm sure you're familiar with the concept of PBC, but I'll explain more as we go. And at this time, I'll hand it over to Benuto, who will be introducing himself.
What's up, everyone? My name is MrBenuto, or you can also just call me Benji. Maybe Panache will refer to me as such, because that's mostly what I go by. I am currently the world record holder for the 80% category of Jedi Fallen Order. Panache mentioned that the run was featured on AGDQ 2021. That's where I saw the speedrun and was like, hey, that seems fun, let me try it out, and I've been speedrunning ever since. And yeah, today I'll be racing CageKing2.
Hello, my name is CageKing2, or I get called Cage for short. I'm currently second place for Jedi Fallen Order, and I hope all of you will enjoy this race. Everything that I've wanted to say has already been said, but let's head it over back to Panache.
All right. So whenever you guys are ready, I'll go ahead and start with the countdown.
Yep.
Everyone's got their save files ready.
Yep.
I'm going to load up from the save file starting on Braca, and we will be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no poncho.
All right, so our runners will be rolling here because currently we don't have the ability to run. We can only walk, and rolling is faster. The goal here is to try and beat Prof to the first platform here where there's supposed to be a cutscene, but we're going to be skipping it with a new tech called a ledge drop jump, as you just saw there. Cage got it. Basically what's happening there is you're pressing W, jump, and drop at the same time, and the game glitches out because all the inputs are being registered at once, and you're actually able to jump up the ledge as you are falling. As you saw there, you're taking that slide down and jumping off the side just to min-max a little bit, and at that point where we are, you actually gain the ability to run. So as you can see, the runners are actually running now, sprinting. So we're going to do a little bit of min-maxing here. This is all movement. Fast climbing, where you jump and then grab and then jump and then grab to move a little bit faster on your climbing. So balance beams, we're going to be jumping because it's faster. You walk very slow across balance beams, and interesting to note that balance beams are extremely difficult on keyboard and mouse, which both of our players today are running on. Personally, I run on a controller, and it's very easy on a controller, because you basically lock onto the balance beam. So, round of applause for their balance beam skills there. Okay, so now we're coming up on our next skip here, which is extremely, extremely difficult. We're going to utilize another drop jump to navigate through this geometry where you cannot see at all and jump onto a hair-thin ledge and get on top of the ship here and jump down to trigger our Jedi fighter, our first cutscene that we actually have to watch. It's like
that didn't go well.
Cage missed the drop down onto the grates, and MrBenuto is working. They're both working on their second attempt here. It's a very, very difficult skip. You're walking on a tightrope here, and these jumps are just pixel perfect here. I can't stress enough how difficult this skip is. It's very, very new skip that we just found. All right, round 2 here. Cage sliding down. You have to drop onto this grate and then climb up it in order to trigger the cutscene. Now the camera gets kind of weird. Looks like Benji got it, and now Cage got it. Triggering the cutscene triggers when you climb up that grate, as well as I didn't mention that first cutscene skip where we skip the Lucre Hulk cutscene, which is like a 30-second cutscene or something, with that drop jump. It only triggers when you actually climb over the ledge. That's why we're able to skip it with the drop jump. Certain cutscene triggers, those two, for example, trigger when you actually climb over the ledge. Other cutscene triggers are invisible planes that we're going to be utilizing several pause buffer clips in order to basically lag through the cutscene trigger, avoiding the cutscene from actually playing, which we'll see when we head into our train section. Now, right now, we're basically just going to watch cutscenes for like 8 minutes. I don't know how long, like. So I'll take a second to explain a little bit about pause buffer clipping. On PC, you can do it on console and PC. On PC, we utilize the F11 key to switch from full screen to windowed mode, which lags out the game enough that we can clip through walls, cutscene triggers, basically almost anything in the game. You actually have to activate photo mode in the game once, which allows you to do it. You can also do it with Alt-Tab, and these are, it's not just like pressing the button, these are very precisely timed button presses in order to actually clip through these walls and cutscene triggers. Some of them are very precise, doors and walls and stuff. And another interesting thing to note is that, along with many of the skips in this game, pause buffer clipping is frame rate dependent. So lower FPS helps execute the clips much easier than 144 FPS cap, for example. So you will see the runners changing their frame rate for certain skips as we go throughout the run.
You all right?
The use of the F11 key for the pause buffer clips allows us to do things that are not possible by tabbing out of the game. Previously, it was originally discovered by, the name is pause buffer clipping, because it was originally discovered by pausing the game, but we believe that that was hardware dependent of some sort, and then it's kind of evolved over time. It's existed since the beginning of the speedrun, but it has evolved to the point, and it still hasn't reached its fullest potential. Alt-Tab it lagged enough where we...
You holding up okay?
Good. Yeah. You?
Yeah. Kel, I've been working with you some time now. I've never seen you do anything like that before. We've been through some hell together. So, I know the risk that you took for me. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't mention it. I mean it.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. But this place, it's not safe. disappear?
Just gonna head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
I heard he was up on Noshidella.
Yeah. You won't be seeing me for a while, Prof.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, Kel.
Prof? Prof, wait up. Where are you going?
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Train has stopped.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready. Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
This game is a lot of muscle memory.
Yeah.
I remember the good old days when Baraka was just cutscenes, and now it's hard. Actually,
cutscenes,
there's actually a difficulty level.
and
Still
extremely
cutscenes.
difficult.
That's a good question. When are JFO gonna add a skip cutscene feature? That would
Never.
help us out a lot. Yeah, never. That's the correct answer, but that's not the answer we
mean-
want, is it?
Let's hope for Jedi
basically-
Fallen Order 2.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
hope.
right. So basically, on the topic of cutscenes, pretty much all of our skips are like come from the idea of like, how can we skip this cutscene?
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
So after all these cutscenes are done, we're actually gonna get to like play the game, and we're gonna be on the train section, where we're basically going to be, for the first part, you're going to see our first bit of movement tech, which is called a target lock jump, or a TLJ for short, which I will be referring to. And how it works is, it is also frame rate dependent. Benji, are you on 60 FPS now, or are you on 144?
I'm on 44.
Okay, so our runners are on 144 FPS for maximum height target lock jumps, and we're going to be it's easiest on higher frame rates. I didn't mention before that like your actual FPS doesn't actually matter, but your in-game frame rate cap is what determines
Way before the war.
the timing and the height of your target lock jumps on your inputs. So
Then came the
what a
Empire.
target lock jump is you need a target.
And engineers.
You have to stand perfectly still,
scrappers.
and basically you're going to
Working.
jump and then
Just started getting
use an
warm.
animation cancel such as a block or a force
We all know
power,
the truth.
and it's going to propel Cal
just
extremely high into the air, allowing
afraid
us
to
to
say it.
skip sections of the game
The Empire.
where we normally would have to
We're all
do
just
a bunch of stuff
expendable.
to get
Yes.
to. On the train, we're going to utilize them get on top of the train car roofs. Skip the tutorial, skip some climbing sections. So Braca used to be just like, you know, gate TLJ's first try and run across the roofs and run to the end. So it looks like Benji is, both our runners here are dropping into the train here where we're going to kill these first two stormtroopers.
Easy now.
And maybe possibly PvC through the block tutorial. I'm not really sure if that's become a thing. I know it's possible. So you got to do your little tutorial here. So we're gonna use these first two stormtroopers, and we're gonna use a slow target lock jump because we don't want to block the blaster bolts. And okay, so we're on top of the train now, and accidentally kill them. We're jumping across the train car gaps on the roofs here, skipping the tutorial car. Worth noting that we play on story mode, so we regenerate force because for movement, which we'll get into later, that's main reason we need our force, and we run past all the enemies anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We don't have a difficulty requirement on our speedrun. We do have an all boss category on Grandmaster, which is the hardest difficulty. As you can see, our runners here are just using their target lock jumps to get on top of the train car roofs, and now we are going to run down this platform here, and we are approaching our next extremely difficult pause buffer clip through a cutscene that is going to save a absolute ton of time here. They're going to F11 at a specific spot, and it looks like Cage got it first try. Benji as well.
I'm not allowed to move.
You can't move.
Well,
what?
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
okay, it looks like both of our runners fell off. Benji gets it again. Now he's fell into the hole, but it's okay. It's extremely difficult skip, but they're doing really great with the pause buffer clipping here through the cutscene.
Hawk for yourself.
And
I just messed it up.
Oh my god.
Once you get onto that, once you make the jump onto the actual train car on the side, the geometry is really weird because you're absolutely not supposed to be there, and can easily push you off the side, and you can fall into a plethora of different places. So when you fall off, you respawn here, and you have to do this PBC again. So there's a cutscene there that we're clipping through that the train breaks, and all of this is not flat, and you can't run across it like you see our runners are going to be doing.
I'm throwing, dude.
I can't get it.
I seriously can't stress enough how difficult this is. Braca didn't need this at all. It was already hard enough. It's fine. It's fine though. It's marathon luck.
Oh no. Can we not talk about who found this PBC? I don't
It was
really
you.
Want to. Yeah, I know.
You did this to us, and I just found the fact that you can just run across everything and skip it.
Yeah.
But you found this PBC, and the PBC alone is just extremely difficult and precise. There's a little visual cue there on the floor that our runners are using a black spot to actually press the F11. So it looks like Benji got it. So actually see, he's gonna make his way across the left side here, and Cal is actually like bugged out, and like he's getting pushed all around, and he's jumping across onto the other train car, and now making his way. Cage also got the jump as well.
Finally.
Making his way up to the final train car. We just skipped a ton of stuff there. Climbing sections, cutscenes. Our final train car, where we are going to utilize another target lock jump onto the roof of this train, and possibly do Panache skip, maybe not, maybe.
Did I do it? Should I just go for it?
It's up to you, man.
No, yes or no? Yes or no?
No,
please?
like,
Oh,
don't do
okay.
it.
Oh, don't
do it.
roll off.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
Can't be good.
Oh no.
All right, so we're gonna watch the cutscene. There's a little skip here that you can do that saves like 10 seconds, but we're gonna go with the safe route. Hi, arrow, don't cage. I got the chat open, guys.
I
so
also
I
have the
can
chat
see.
open actually.
Yeah. What's up? What's going on, everyone? I hope you're
I
enjoying
think
your
you
run.
saw that. I just popped my head in the chat.
All right, so here we are. Now, at this point, we are going to switch to Jedi Grandmaster because we also run with a short health bar, which there are two versions of the health bar in this game. Sometimes when you overwrite your save file, you will get a longer health bar. And basically, this fight is scripted, and we want to lose because it's faster. And so we switch to the hardest difficulty, and the second sister is going to kill us in 3 hits instead of 5 with the long health bar. You can't win or lose this.
I recognize that style.
Interesting
Perhaps
thing
you had
is
some
if you
training
actually
after all.
parry her a certain number of
Who's your
times
master?
and she
Hello?
doesn't hit you at all, it will
Someone
also
killed
trigger
that.
the QTE or
What
cutscene
Jedi
or
gave
whatever you want to
their
call it.
life so that
We run
you
with QTEs
might
disabled.
win?
This game actually does have QTEs, but they're kind of pointless, and actually that's one of the nice things that they did is remove the button mash QTEs in the settings. So second sister is going to hit us until we're down to a fraction of a little bit of health, triggering the QTE. And then we are going into another cutscene where we are going to toggle back to story mode.
Get on board!
Twitch
This is
needs
a marathon.
subtitles for fish.
This is a marathon broadcast. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is like my Bronco, dude.
It's 1848
That's why
broadcast.
I'm not racing.
Oh Christ!
It's not the best.
1848
It's
is
not the best. We mess up all the important skips at least. like
It's funny though,
at
we
least
did it
once.
like at the same time though still.
yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are close, dude. It's a close
We're
race.
like 10 or 20 seconds apart.
yeah.
So, like, one of the reasons I was just earlier before the really hard skip, the one me and Benji was stuck at for like 5 minutes, not that for like 2 minutes. I accidentally opened Epic Games and it was just taking my background, so I couldn't tab back into the game, so I had to close it. So I just wasted a lot of time there.
It's fine, we're off the hardest planet now.
Okay, shut that
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
off.
oh no. Oh yeah.
Some
Oh
seat.
no. I'm not looking forward to this. I have a bad reputation with this skip. With this planet.
Are we doing wall run launch or PVC
Who are you
here?
people?
I'm launching.
I'm launching
My
it.
name is
Okay, we're doing the launch.
And this is my captain.
I'm launching on
Thanks for-
30
144.
Game.
doing?
Okay, you're
144
doing,
launch.
Yeah, the
you're doing the
master's my ship, but
144.
you
Okay.
better pay
Yeah,
attention.
Both of
yeah.
our runners are going to be doing a different
So,
version of the same
Who are
skip.
you?
Cal.
Like I said,
Who
this
was
is
that
a
back there?
frame rate dependent one, and then it
Imperial
works differently
Inquisitor.
on different frame rates.
She's
But
a
it is
Force user
possible
hunting Jedi survivors.
on.
And now that she knows who you
I haven't
are,
really tried 120,
she
but
will
it works
not
on
stop
144,
until she destroys
works on
you.
60,
know
it
so
works on
much?
45, and it
Why'd
works
you
on
help?
30. But on 30, you need
Trapped
to
Imperial
utilize a
communications.
pause buffer clip to
Heard
clip
the
through the
Inquisitors were
death
heading to
plane,
Bravo. So we
which
made our
we
move.
will get
Yeah?
into when we get there.
And what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
Look, I get it. You've been surviving on your own. For so
There
long
actually,
that it's
in the
impossible
chat,
to
Pretzel,
trust anyone.
there is
It's what's
actually
kept
a
you
way. We
alive.
don't actually need wall
This
run.
is about something bigger
You can skip
just
it,
surviving.
but it
So
doesn't
Benji just skip all
really
Like
save
rebuilding
time.
the
Are you gonna
Jedi
skip it? Are you
Order.
gonna? You're not. No, we're not skipping.
No.
it. We just said we're
Okay.
gonna do the launch.
We're doing the
launch.
launch.
Yeah, it's doesn't really save
Anybody
time
else?
to skip it.
Oh, we're not good
You
enough
can
for
actually
you?
skip like overcharge to.
Jedi Council?
We don't. Overcharge is like the only PD1
You're gone.
upgrade that we get, just because we need it for like 2 things. Don't even really need it for that thing, but it's just faster to get
Captain.
overcharge.
Set a course for Bogano.
Thank you, Gio, for believing.
Aye, aye.
I just wanted to say it. She believes that I can do
Meantime.
30 launch.
Try and relax.
It's free, dude.
Go. You're safe.
It's
It's free, dude.
It's free, dude.
Now.
Banned. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I have a feeling it's gonna go wrong.
Nah, it'll be
For how
fine.
many
Don't
hours?
worry.
Dude, how many hours have we practiced before this and just mess up everything we practiced? It's a
Fine, don't worry.
Weirdo marathon run, dude.
Could have been worse. It could have been worse. Not much worse,
It could
but
have been worse.
a little bit.
A little bit, not much, but a little bit. We could have ended up with 20-minute Braca, but it was only
Yeah.
18. An 18-minute Braca was used to be good, and now it's like a 20-minute Braca back in the day.
Yeah.
It's something you really don't want to get.
I still get 20-minute bracas now because it's too hard.
Oh, icon menu? Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just changing to master
This is
and
Jedi.
every single other difficulty, yeah.
Alright, so banjo time.
With Skyper's beloved banjo.
Shout out to Brendo. 10-second banjo load time. You actually have to wait for some reason the banjo if you're not running on like an
So,
SSD
I
or
wrote
if
it
you're on console
years ago.
before you can actually interact with the banjo,
Touch an object and witness
some
events
sort of
connected to it.
loading trigger,
You feel its history.
and it takes a really long time,
It's
like
an
10 seconds
echo in the
for
force from the object.
solar
Not many
hard
Jedi
drives
have
or
that skill.
console.
How would you know that?
I was once a Jedi.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
Do I know you?
Our console players love the
I know your
banjo
master.
loads.
Gerald
Yeah,
DePaul.
what is it, like 10 seconds or more?
It's like
He's a
it's
true
40
warrior
seconds
for the
ish or
cause.
something like that.
What?
It's really
Yeah,
long.
no
Maybe
way.
not 40, maybe like
Wait,
20 or
didn't-
something. Yeah.
Listen,
Didn't Skyper used to have like a 20-second banjo load
Yeah, I
time?
think it was
Yeah.
like
Still in the
10.
chat.
10, yeah. They can like walk
Yeah.
around the mantis and stuff
Oh.
because it takes so long.
my connection to
Yeah,
the
they
Force
could
is
just
dead.
go chat
Exactly,
with
Geo.
Geo.
Stare at
When I
banjo for
meditate,
40
I let my
seconds.
guard
Yep.
down.
It has Sir dominance
Control.
over the banjo, yeah.
It's like I'm back in that moment.
You're showing that banjo's who's boss.
Cal.
It's your song. She wrote it,
And
dude.
you're not alone.
I still can't believe we're so close still after that Braca.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Close
We're
race.
just equally as bad. We're just equally as nervous, maybe.
Z Money and Jag, go talk to Grease first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Go talk to Grease first.
Z Money is
exactly.
one of our console runners who has found a lot of these crazy, precise, difficult skips that
This
save us
Yeah,
an
like-
absolute ton of time.
A Jedi I knew
Shout out to
discovered
C Money
before
just
the
because
purge.
of that, because he's made this
Secretly-
game a
Find it
lot
on
more,
any maps.
a lot more
Secretly,
playable.
Doesn't
And
know this place exists.
No.
Dev
Go ahead.
under disguise.
What's the plan?
secretly Dev under disguise,
Hide out here.
exactly.
You're done hiding, Cal.
Okay, gameplay time almost.
Yeah, we
Yay.
can play the
Yeah,
game
Gameplay
again.
time. Just one more minute of
Building the
cutscenes.
Jedi
It's
Order.
fine. Approximately a
Requires
minute.
someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
Grease best character.
Since you're not a Jedi
Yeah, Tutu, you
anymore,
got
that's
it.
why you need me.
Grease is
I
the
know
main
you don't
character.
trust
We're
me.
just
BD1?
And I'm
Cal
not
is just
really
a side
sure I
character.
trust you.
Shout outs in the chat for
But we
BD1.
have a common enemy.
So
And
BD1
a
needs all
yeah.
the shout out. He is the
Share more
main
my
character of
plan
this
after you
game.
reach the vault. But
Yep. Grease, Seer,
someone here I
Mara,
think
and
you
everyone
should
else are just main characters, while Cal
May the
is the
Force
side
be with you.
character.
Malikos, my favorite character.
Same. I really like that guy. He's cool. Yeah, Z Money equals Legends. Exactly, Geo. Z Legend.
Alright,
Guess I'm looking for a
game
Jedi then.
control.
If there's
Gameplay
already one
time.
here, why does
Gotta
Sierra need
sniff
me?
the grass. Alright, here we are. Alright, we're gonna jump off this ledge and target an invisible bog rat below the ground. Target lock jump over there, skipping everything, and then pick up
There
that
must
Force
be a nest around
Echo
here somewhere.
to gain a ton of experience that we need for our dash strike, and we're going to do target lock jump across that gap.
Oh no! I tried to be swag.
I say my
Okay,
target.
so we abandoned the swag target lock jump.
No, I'm not abandoning. I'm not abandoning.
Okay,
shit.
okay, Cage is committing.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
slow,
fine.
slow.
We'll lose time. Oh no, never mind.
I sense
I'll
something
abandon
over
it.
here.
Abandoned
That's a really
ship.
big
All right.
bug.
All right. So we're moving on. We're going straight to wall run here, guys. Bagano here is much different than. So we pick it up a 4 seco there. Then if you were to play it casually, another 4 seco to gain our second skill point. In order
Have
to
you talked
unlock
about canceling 4 secos?
dash strike, and what they utilized there was a animation cancel on picking up the 4 seco by blocking and then interacting with it, which cancels the actual 4 seco animation. Using a target lock jump here to meditate and gain our ability to dash strike, which will be our main movement. Here we can see the use of chain dashing, which is animation canceling our dash strike before the upward swing by timing your button presses, and it's our fastest way of movement throughout the game. We start off with a shorter version of dash and then progress on Zepho to unlock. After push, we unlock our long dash. And now here is our wall run launch. So what we're going to do here is dash strike off this ledge, and it's going to shoot us through off the side. Looks like Benji on 144 FPS. That's what happens. You go like super far. He's going to actually get like a regular launch, and with launches, Cage, the way Cage is going to do it is he's going to hit the death plane here at a certain angle, and the game shoots you, and then Cage executed the PVC there. It looks like he got it, and he's going to actually land.
Photo.
Okay, Benji landed.
I made it. Okay.
On the ground.
Back up
Okay.
straight.
Okay, he's on the ground. Looks like we've loaded in back to Bagano. Now we're gonna get BD1. It's worth mentioning, I forgot to say that the wall run flashback is actually located above Bagano 1. So we launched out of it and flew back down into Bagano 1 and utilized a photo mode to allow the area, because loading triggers actually load while the game is still paused, or if you enter photo mode. So if you land in a perfect spot, you don't need a photo mode, but if you don't land on that exact spot where BD1 is on the concrete ramp, you need to photo mode to allow the ground to load. Otherwise, you will fall through the ground and get stuck in a soft lock, because when you launch or PVC out of wall run, you are invincible, so you will just perpetually void out through death planes, and since you can't die, you need to save quit and go back to that meditation circle where you were. So we grabbed BD1 and actually unlocked our stims, because getting stims actually unlocks BD1, none of the other stuff like the cutscene at the beginning and all that stuff that you're supposed to do. Now we are chain dashing here up to the temple, where we're going to watch another 3-minute cutscene with the introduction of Ino Cordova, my second favorite character.
Perfect chain dash. Perfect chain
Yeah,
dash.
these guys are right in sync here. Holy
We're
cow.
neck and neck.
Yeah, that door is, wow.
I really don't know how I even got that. I messed up the photo mode and ended up just
Couldn't be
falling
better
perfectly.
timing here.
Yeah.
I had to do a
This is
weird
great.
backup for my launch because I launched like way too far.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
you know what? I'm gonna go for
downside
hole.
of
What?
the higher
Okay.
FPS. You didn't get in the hole? Wow, that's weird.
Well
Yeah,
done.
it's really
Well
weird.
done.
Whether you are.
You passed
You
the
have
test
passed
they
the
left
test
behind.
and gained
Gained
access
access
to the vault and this recording, one of many
One
encrypted
of
logs
many
stored
encrypted
in the
logs
droid.
stored in the
I
droid.
am Master Ino Cordova. I may
Wow.
not know your name.
You're not
but
a
I
real
know
speedrunner
your
if you
purpose.
don't
The fate
talk
of the Jedi
talk
Order
with
lies
the
in
character
your
that's
hands.
talking in the cutscenes.
This place, this
Yeah, we watched these cutscenes so many
vault
times,
is
we
a
know them by
sacred
heart.
temple, built by a
Oh, yeah.
black
Yeah, exactly.
civilization known as the Zepho. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. I had
Well
you
done.
find the inner chamber of the vault, but
Well
also
done.
another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zepho once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. Go to the Zepho homeworld. Peace in the eye of the storm. You will find peace in the eye of the storm.
Soundboards for the
May the
cutscenes.
Force
You know.
be with you.
It's hard, I'm not in sync.
You were like cutting out at the same time, at least for me. I don't know if that was for anyone else, but
My beloved
Guess you were the
Cordova
someone I was
fish.
supposed to meet.
highlighted the message showing the most interest in Cordova. Imagine she doesn't care about the runners. I'm joking. Only joking.
Good luck, Jedi.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you,
And
Cordova.
may the Force be with you.
I should have played that at the beginning of the run. I messed up.
hiding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's no way to live.
unlucky.
Not for a Jedi.
I'm actually surprised how neck and neck we are. I expected
This is
you to
insane.
be.
It's
I
great.
expected you to be
Great.
at the end of Vagano, but I'm still on Braca.
Yeah.
We're done hiding.
It's crazy.
Hey,
Well,
You
that's
wanna
the
meet
spirit of a
some,
marathon, right? It can't be. It's not a
friends
marathon
of
if it's not suspenseful,
Yeah.
right, chat?
Alright, so now we are making our way back to the Mantis. We unlocked Zepho here, and we're going to have to watch a short cutscene to
I
unlock
found what you wanted me to
Dathomir.
see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
Gonna go ahead and run by this frog here, Ogdo. Oh,
Oh, okay.
did you miss a Force Echo or something?
No, I just have a weird XP route, and I just like to kill him, so
I
I know I have enough
actually
XP from
pressed
people.
the button on the door. No way.
Wait, did the door open?
No, but I heard the sound even.
Oh, yeah,
That
I've
was
gotten
so
that.
close.
Yeah. Tutu, what? He opened the door, he claims, right?
Yeah. That is so hard.
I need
Not
video
creative.
proof of that, Tutu.
Same.
Appears the Zepho
Yeah.
had some interest
Yeah, we need video evidence.
in Dathomir.
Play so
Strange.
da.
For such a peaceful culture to have any sort
I've
of
fallen a little bit
fascination
behind,
with a
but
place
I do a
so
different. I just
dark.
kill the frog to get the XP. To know that I have enough XP. Because when I've
so
done
you're
the route that
Zepho.
we usually do, I don't usually get enough XP for Zepho for long dash.
Oh,
so
I
have
have
to
not
kill
thought about
the-
that.
the further ahead. Yeah.
I have
Should
not
be a lot
run
quicker
with
than
War
the
Run
lion.
Launch in so long.
How'd you know that would work?
I don't think I will have
You
enough.
didn't?
Yeah, just kill the stormtrooper and just backtrack then.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I just
I don't even know what I'm doing as far as that.
Oh
No,
no,
we're
I'm
just
gonna. I know what I'm gonna do.
Backup strats on backup strats, dude.
I mean, if you scan the Stormtrooper and kill both guys and scan them, and then the Tomb Guardian should be enough.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
it's
exactly
barely
not
not.
like
enough.
It's like-
barely short, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I always
Yeah.
kill it. I don't even scan the Stormtrooper. I scan whatever I can get, and then I kill that goat and scan it, and then I kill the Tomb Guardian and scan it. I have enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little bit different.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you're thinking, let's get out of here.
Oh, okay.
The mantis?
Auto splitter broke. Nice.
You want to go to Dathomir?
Oh, please don't tell me I picked the wrong planet. I was not paying attention.
Let's hope we load into Zepho.
Oh, I'm just letting it to Dathomir and doing Dathomir early.
Wait a minute. You want to go to Dathomir?
Usually have plans for them.
Well, I've been a bit busy hauling you around the galaxy.
Also,
Okay.
we.
Okay,
we
so
yeah, okay. You,
what you saw our runners go up to the terrarium there and ask Grease, hey, what's this thing? So what that allows us to do is Grease and Seer are gonna like have a little chat in between every single planet, and you can't actually sit in your chair till they're done chatting. And there are different conversations that are some are longer than others.
Those winds
So
like
in
you're
order to
playing with
just
our
like
palms.
interrupt their
Portal mentioned
conversation,
something
we
about peace in the
interact
storm.
with the terrarium
Make out a sorbet in the middle
between
of
every
it.
single
We
planet.
have to get there.
So that Grease just says, you know, get me some seeds, and then stops blabbering to Seer, and then you can get in a chair, grab some seeds.
Yeah. And I also changed to 60 FPS to do a launch coming up. That we do on 60 FPS.
Can you tell that bucket
I'm sure
Yeah,
Cage
so-
did the same.
opinion to himself?
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure
our runners
everything's
are
under
switching
control.
frame rate
Under
again
control,
here for
just a little
this
tricky.
skip, which is also extremely difficult. We're gonna launch across the map and land on an ice
Okay,
slide.
hold on,
It's
hold on.
extremely impressive and cool to watch. We're going to utilize the photo mode again in order to allow the area to
Perfect
load. We're gonna hit a loading trigger.
Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of
So
interference
yeah,
on
the
comms.
launches,
It's gonna
I
take me a minute to
know
get them
you
back
saw it
up.
on the
I'll search
wall
for signs
run,
of
but it
Cordova in the
wasn't
meantime.
really like an
Good.
actual launch. We're gonna
I'll
see
be
a
in
couple
touch
like
once I crack
actual
this.
launches here where how they work is you're doing a dash strike into a corner and jumping, and Cal tries to grab the ledge, but for some reason it only works on certain ledges, and the game bugs out and your upward velocity goes to like infinite, and you go flying. In this case, we're clipping through a wall and flying across the map. This isn't a pause buffer clip. It is just strange interaction in the game that you clip through the wall and
Cal, can you hear me?
utilize
The
that
Empire.
increased velocity here to
It would have been
Who has
Why-
Casper in my life?
They'd be looking for the tombs.
across the map.
Let's hope not.
So the
Just
setup
got our
is
I'll try the same workaround to crack
not
into
exactly
things.
consistent, as you can see. Benji fell a little bit short, landed on that mountain there, and you can actually go. Watching Cage, looks like Cage, he slashes lightsaber there to slow down his momentum, and photo mode there, and hit the loading trigger and got the launch. Now we're gonna photo mode again here to allow the area to load. And Benji is still working on our launch. Looks like he got it, slashes lightsaber to slow his momentum. It's possible to miss that loading trigger. Now Cage used the wind there to get on top of the geometry there and skip a pushable wall. I think Benji is going to use a PBC here to clip through this red pushable wall. So he's going to F11 with the dash strike at the proper time, and as you can see, he clipped through that pushable wall on the side. Cage is making his way to the tomb, and we're going to see another PBC here. This tomb does not load unless you actually press that button for that elevator. You can't just
open the way
like
for the Empire.
PBC through the death plane
What is
and
happening?
end up in the tomb. So it looks like Cage got the PBC through the wall as the elevator was coming down.
There
And
it is.
oh my god, what was that?
Did your game freeze?
Yeah, it freezes like forever there. Holy, I've
Okay.
never seen that happen before.
So the tomb loads when you press the button. Oh wow,
I'm in the
okay, yeah,
tomb.
we caught up.
It's massive.
And then you can PVC through the elevator wall, and right now we're
What about
Cage is doing early push. He clipped through that wall there. He do a dash flip through an invisible wall, and then
But he wouldn't
jump,
send us here.
and the camera pushes you through the wall, allowing you to skip the casual route to get the push. So more about the elevator PBC. Pressing the button allows the tomb to actually load, and then we PBC through the wall, fall down, and land on the geometry. There we can see Benji got the early push, first try. And you just land down on the tomb because it is actually loaded in and skipped the entire elevator ride, which is actually like the longest thing ever. Like elevator rides in this game are ridiculous.
Oh, no. Okay, sorry.
So we actually have to get push in order to, for some reason, you can skip it utilizing another tech, but you can't actually put the Astrium into the vault in Megano 2, and you can't beat the game, and it's a hard lock. Looks like Cage got his lightsaber out during the cutscene, so swag points there.
Faster now. Complete the
All of the swag points. That's what I'm going for, swag run.
Stands in the way.
Like that thing that happened to me there, I've never seen that before ever. That it freezes there.
Oh, lightsaber out during the cutscene. We got it, Benji.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It can only be a Rosha tree. The distinctive striations. It's time to call on an old friend. If the Zepho had
Alright,
come
so
to discuss
we gotta
it,
watch that
there is a
cutscene
good
to
chance
unlock
Chieftain
Kashyyyk,
Tarthal
and
will
now we're
know
gonna
about
make our way out of the tomb, but we're not gonna do the puzzle. We are going to, I'm not sure if we're going to kill this Tomb Guardian, yes, and then we are going to utilize another, like, actual vertical launch here. There it is, to skip the puzzle and land back up here by the elevator. And you cannot land inside the elevator. Doesn't matter if you do, because you can just PVC out. But like if this were a no PVC run, can't actually push that ball unless you push the pushable grate. And you can't push the grate from the inside of the elevator for some reason. You can only push it from the outside. It's really weird. So looks like Benji got tomb launch here. And making our way up this extremely long elevator ride that we skipped on the way down because it's so slow.
What did you find?
Like,
Zepho
you don't
went
even
to
have to
Kashyyyk.
go that far. I
Cordova
don't know why
mentioned
this thing
someone
like
named
spins in
Tarthal.
circles and like
A
moves
Wookiee chieftain.
like a sloth.
They were old
Yeah,
friends.
my theory is it's
It's still
for
around?
console so
There's
that it
only
has
one way to
time to
find
load
out.
the outer area of
Yeah.
Zepho.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
a poorly done console port to PC.
Yeah.
So we are learning our improved dash here, which is going to be our highest, most effective form of movement in the game.
Oh,
And now we're just going to make our way back to the Mantis. Interesting thing to note is we don't actually fight any bosses in this speed run, opposed to the all boss Grandmaster run where we fight them all. We used to have to fight the ATSC, and that was the only boss that we fought, but we have a way to skip it now. Which also skips a cutscene, which is cool. It's always nice. For some reason on Zepho we get ice slides that are slow, which I believe the ice slides are always slow unless you quit out on Zepho. Once you get to
Mine
Zepho,
was
you have to quit
slow.
out. Yeah, they're always slow. So what you saw there is a falling dash strike. If you properly execute the dash strike, as you are falling off a ledge, you will still dash. And what he did there was he used it to dash across the gap onto the ice slide to make his way back here, climb those platforms, get back to this door. And he's retracing his steps back through the village to the landing pad. You can see MrBenuto is doing the same. As you'll notice here, our runners are going to also be utilizing another form of animation cancels on their dash strikes. We call them jump cancels. Now, same as dash chaining, it's your input is canceling the upward swing of the lightsaber. You basically, the way chain dashing and animation cancels work are you are jumping or pressing dash again at the moment Cal's feet touch the ground. So if you do that perfectly timed, Cal will either dash again or jump, which gains more distance, like as you saw MrBenuto just do. Cancel his dash strike with a jump.
oh my god.
And now we're going to, you can just watch Cage, he's going to do
Cal, we've got a
pause buffer clip with a dash strike into the back of the Mantis, and so if we don't fight the ATSC, it looks like Cage is in a spot where that's a soft lock.
I've never been in this spot before. Holy shit.
Okay, but it looks like what the heck?
I've never seen that before. I got
Did you
it. though.
safety save Cage?
I got it. Oh, Cage.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, so the cuts. If you don't kill the ATSC, here Benji is going to clip through the dash clip back into the Mantis. There's supposed to be a cutscene here, and it's really long. if you don't kill the ATST, the cutscene trigger doesn't spawn. So we just skip that cutscene, and you don't have to fight the ATST. And now we go talk to the terrarium and make our way onto Kashyyyk. Unfortunately, Cage didn't safety save at the meditation circle right before the Mantis, and he got into an unfortunate spot there where it is actually a soft lock where you cannot get out, which is one of the risks of doing that pause buffer clip through the Mantis.
I knew I was gonna get soft locked there.
Happens to me all the time.
By the
Yeah,
way, that
it's
was a perfect pace Lefo, by the way. If I would have gone it, I would have gotten a 10-20 or 10-10.
Yeah, that was a really nice Zepho Cage.
I still don't know what happened to me on that elevator PBC.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Maybe because I PBC'd the push wall instead of doing...
Tell me we're not running that blockade.
Nah, it never happens to me. Because I
was
always
really
PBC that wall. Yeah.
Anyway.
You had a loading, like, it was like loading
Yeah,
symbol.
it was
Like,
a console
I've never
load.
seen that.
It was like 10 seconds
I
almost.
don't need another set of
It was
hands.
crazy.
Just please keep your eye on the scanner.
All
I
right.
knew that was gonna go wrong.
And you
I
were
just
like
knew I was
frozen
wrong
in the
position.
air too.
Exactly,
Like,
yep.
Like, I've never seen that happen.
Me neither.
I guess I need to watch like Z Money
I
stream
don't see
apparently.
anything.
Oh
I guess that's like normal. for him.
Preoccupied with something on the
Also,
ground.
that the Mantis PBC I did there, that has also never happened to me before.
Yeah, I've
Like,
never
it's-
seen that.
It's just weird things happening.
So Cage is doing Benji's watching a cutscene, and Cage is making his way back to the Mantis. Target lock jump there. The run makes heavy, extensive use of target lock jumps, which console players can struggle with because their frame rate is lower, and as I stated previously, target lock jumps, the higher your frame rate is, or frame rate cap, easier it is to do a target lock jump, and the higher you go. The timing on 30 FPS on the standard PlayStation or Xbox, for example, is extremely difficult. On the 60 FPS PlayStation Pro, PS4 Pro, or like Xbox One S, it's a little bit easier.
We don't have any other options.
Looks like Cage got the PBC here, and he's just gonna do his little dash flip to get through that
So what's your
wall
plan?
and make his way onto Kashyyyk.
Sabotage. We used to scrap
Cutscene's
walkers in
kind of
Braca.
long.
I'll just jack one.
One of my slowest Zephos in a while.
He thinks we're back in a
What was your
close.
Started
time?
off as the fastest.
What? I mean,
Oh, 13:25.
Wait, what?
Listen, those walkers double as troop
I
transport.
soft locked
so
on
once you
that
get inside, be
PBC
careful.
for the Mantis, like through
No
was it like
freeze grease
4
till
times
we're
Benji in
back.
our practice run the other day.
Do me a favor.
But I
You're
fortunately
locked
I safety saved because I knew.
I'll add it to the plan.
Yeah. I forgot, honestly.
And then I was just like, I'm just gonna kill the ATSD, dude. And then I PVC the cutscene trigger, and then I forgot it was there on Kashyyyk, and I had to
Yeah.
watch it on Kashyyyk.
I knew that I was gonna get soft locked there because I was in the wrong position. I was too far into the corner when I did that BBC, so that just put me in the wrong spot. You can get out of it sometimes, depends on how far in you are, but I was too far in, so I couldn't get out. Because when you're inside of the Mantis, you are not allowed to run, dash, anything, and the only way we could have gotten out of that is to utilize a dash flip.
You ready to do this?
And I wasn't able to do it because I was too far into the Mantis.
Yeah, like you said, if you're close to the.
Yeah, I'll try
If
the
the
lane.
game considers you inside the Mantis, you can't pull your lightsaber out or run or jump.
Okay, now where?
So climbing this AT-AT here, I stopped jumping on it because like I can't tell you how many like runs like back in the day I would be like try to fast climb it and just I've fallen off that thing like 4 or 5 times. What Benji did there is he normally there's like a little stumble animation. He jumped across and skipped that little trigger there, saves a little bit of time, and now he's going to make use of he's lowering his FPS to 45 to do a pause buffer clip through this wall. And first try, easy. These stormtroopers actually don't, they just stand there, they don't do anything. This saves a little bit of time there on the combat as well as the little crawl space section that you have to go through if you were to go the regular way, and now you're gonna see his game's gonna freeze for like a few seconds. I don't know why it just happens when you do that pause buffer cut, or if you're on console, it freezes for like a minute.
Can't believe that.
Yeah.
Okay, throttle.
Glad that didn't happen.
So now we're basically just entering into like an auto scroller, where we just like kill this one AT-AT right here, and then we can just like walk to the end, and then there's like a ship that we need to kill that we have no idea how to make it die fast.
You said it.
So sometimes it'll just take like a minute to kill, and then sometimes it dies like super fast.
Let's move forward.
But kill that ship. And some of those things up there where there's houses.
Me neither. I was just looking up and saw that.
Here we're gonna be introduced to our Saw Gerrera,
Oh
played
no, I
by
think I
Forrest
can't.
Whitaker.
Hey! Who are you?
So you don't have to kill any of this
Someone who
stuff.
just
You
brought
just like
Nat
walk
to the
straight
table.
through here.
Who are you?
Someone making the Empire angry.
You can if you want to.
We're benching on an imp landing pad up ahead.
So
with my
Cage
bicycle
right
point.
there,
Copy
he
that.
saved quit,
Let's make it even angrier.
which with our load remover it saves times, but it also saves time even before the load remover because there's like a little cutscene there, and it's gonna skip that cutscene. I forgot to mention Benji was a little bit ahead, so I was watching both streams at once. So it's actually, when you see that little save symbol pop up in the bottom right hand corner, we utilize it a few times here at Kashyyyk. Maybe not so much because we're going to skip the stuff that we used to actually. You can actually quit out of the game and then load it back up, and it'll skip the cutscene. So,
Oh no. Okay,
it's taking forever to die. Okay. Oh, he fell off. That's what I'm saying, dude.
I didn't even
That was
fall-
weird,
fall
though.
off.
That was weird.
Yeah,
There. We can do this.
that's the weirdest fall off I've ever gotten. on.
Yeah.
Can you do anything?
That's happening. But it's a rare.
Brace yourself, BD.
I'm just too fast.
So we're entering another cutscene here on
Nope.
Benuto's side, where is a great opportunity for an AFK break. Generally, the spot where holy Cage.
I'm very close to falling off.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Living on the
Relax
edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we are not doing that again.
You just wrecked.
Ooh, got that second try though. It's not gonna save up.
Got a name?
Not gonna save up
Cal
though, but
Kestis,
sure.
Sorrera. What are you doing on Kashyyyk?
looking for somebody. What are you doing here?
My companions and I came to Kashyyyk to disrupt Imperial supply lines.
Hey!
So, who are you looking for?
A Wookiee chieftain named Tarful.
Tarful is impossible to find. There's a reason he's evaded the Empire for this long.
He's a freedom fighter?
He's the freedom fighter.
Oh, so yeah,
Symbol
what I was
of
gonna say
Wookiee
before,
resistance.
save quitting on that
Tried
little
to get the Empire
ATSC,
from the Shadowlands.
AT-AT sequence where you spawn in the water.
This
It
is Saul.
actually, even before we had our load
What do you
remover,
want with Tarful?
when you
Jedi business.
it skips the cutscene and you spawn actually
Not all.
closer to the AT-AT, and you are able to get there faster. So even without it,
Master gave it to me.
quitting out there was still
This
the
palace
fastest
supports
way
an Imperial
of doing
refinery
that
runs on Wookiee slave labor.
little
Intel suggests that some of
part
the
there
captains
in the
there
water.
are
Once we
guerrilla
jump into the
fighters.
water,
I should help
we
them.
see the save symbol come up, we
One of
quit
them will know
out,
how to contact Tarful.
and we spawn back in the
possible.
water without
Oh,
having
wait
to
a minute,
watch the
hold
little
on, wait a minute.
cutscene,
The
and
Manus works
we spawn
wonders. I
closer
mean, it's a
to
great
the
ship, excellent
AT-AT.
pilot, but it is not built for close support.
We'll stay here and monitor Imperial transmissions.
Okay.
With a bit of luck, we'll intercept any distress calls.
Out of the longest
Appreciate
cutscene
it.
ever.
My
it
lieutenants
feels
and I
like.
will scout ahead to prepare the attack. Join us when you're ready. Go, go.
So we're gonna have to get some overcharge here.
Are you already at overcharge, Benji?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling with the auto scroller, dude.
Saul should be up here.
end of this trench.
I'm taking my time. This is now a casual run with speedrun strats.
Look, a
Oh,
workbench.
okay, there.
Benji
So yeah, technically
utilizing, jump
we
cancel
could
there.
we could skip this overcharge
current
here,
can
but
you
it's
conduct?
slower as of right now and less consistent. So we just get
Yeah.
it.
With this transformer, I bet you can short circuit Imperial tech.
We're gonna target lock, jump off that little spider there, make our way towards our next little cutscene skip, and one of the two things that we need to actually use overcharge for that we don't technically need it on that one or the other one, but yeah, like it's slower to skip it, so. So here we're gonna utilize a precisely perfectly timed jump off these grates at an angle onto the platform. The cutscene trigger there is different and we can actually skip it, and if you land behind that trooper there, do a dash flip over and not hit the cutscene trigger, and now we're gonna PVC through it. Ooh. This little cutscene trigger there, very short, very minor time save. Dash, well, you can dash track PBC. So yeah, the cutscene trigger there for the saw cutscene we skipped.
That's a really hard jump.
It's a big cutscene trigger, and it's really difficult to actually time the jump properly on the second jump. So we're approaching our Purge Trooper skip, where we are going to hit this loading trigger here. It's going to load in the cutter room, and he's going to do a dash strike, and it's going to load, and he's going to jump through the wall as it loads. As you can see, he got it first try. And we're going to use the only other thing that we need overcharge for there.
Okay. Oh, shortcut. That's why you wanted to move.
As you can see, the game is loading. Only certain things, like you couldn't see anything there behind that fan that Benji slowed. There's a loading trigger there, and the game has to load it. Only certain areas are loaded in at any given point in time in order to save resources, like I said. Poor console port, and we are going to do a target lock jump there. Rather difficult one across that gap that saves a bunch of time as opposed to going the casual route to get to the, what is it, Shadowlands? Something. Real Refinery. Dig sign, what? So we're gonna PVC here through the, we're gonna pass, there you go, through the death plane and make our way toward the slide skip. So we need to talk about the fact that we're doing Kashyyyk in one visit. We're not doing Zepho 2 at all. We're completely skipping Zepho 2. We do not unlock pull. We do not get powered zipline. And what our goal is here is to unlock Jedi Flip as fast as possible, because we can fly using Jedi Flip. So right now we're out of bounds, and we're gonna hit a loading trigger right here that is going to take us into Origin Lake, and now Benji is going to utilize, he just skipped an absolute ton of stuff right there with that. He's going to utilize an airwalk, and what an airwalk is he is blocking and pressing slow or an animation at the same time, and then interacting with a chest or a meditation circle, and he needs to hold block. When he lets go of block, he's going to walk back to the chest or meditation circle or whatever, and we utilize it to do skip, not so much anymore, but we used to utilize it. But this is the main one here. So since we skipped the rebreather, so Benji is using a very specific visual cue here now, and if you were to look under the water, Cal is actually opening the chest, and since we don't have the rebreather, Cal is going to be forced up to the surface of the water, and you're navigating through a very specific, precise spot under these rocks as you are being forced upward to the surface of the water. And as you can see, Benji nailed it. He was able to make his way under the rocks before he was pushed to the surface of the water. Cage is approaching his saw skip.
Oh, that was close.
As you can see, that the precision on the timing of that jump, you get pushed. There you go. First try. You get pushed backwards if you don't get that jump absolutely perfect. Benji making his way, final target lock jump of the run, and making his way toward Jedi Flip. Are you gonna do the PPC?
I tried.
I delayed. I'm a little behind here.
I tried.
There's a way to PPC like a little custom trigger here and go straight into the flashback to learn Jedi Flip. Cage making his way to Purge Trooper
by the way,
Skip.
I can just run. I don't need to do any fancy stuff. I can just run. Perks about having a slow computer.
Wait, you can just run? Okay, Cage is
Yep.
just gonna run? What? Alrighty then. No photo mode, nothing. Just ran through the trigger and dropped into the room. Alright. Benji is in our flashback, probably out by now on his end. Gaining the ability to Jedi Flip and also fly.
Yo, Benji, GG's. This run is.
Alright, so we're gonna void out here, and it's gonna respawn us on the last ground that we actually touched, which is back there. And now we are going to leave Kashyyyk because we got what we needed, and we don't have to fight my sister. We can utilize another loading trigger here. Kind of difficult visual cues. Here on this trick, we're gonna fly through the air and use some tree roots here to hit the loading trigger that we would have used had we not skipped glide. Because when you don't get powered zipline, the whole reason we're doing all this fancy stuff is we're skipping Zepho 2. You don't get powered zipline. The game, for some reason, puts a teleportation barrier. If a casual player somehow managed to make their way down there, they would be like soft locked or hard locked because you need powered zipline to go back up that zipline. So I'm gonna let Benji get this skip here, and then I'll continue talking about the teleportation barrier. So he should be flying, approaching his meditation circle, and then you see the screen go black, and he gets it. Loads back into the tunnel, and here we are approaching our teleportation barrier, which is going to actually teleport us back. We're going to use it to our advantage here to escape and leave Kashyyyk more quickly. Now we need to... This door is locked. You need to open it from the other side, so we're going to need to PBC through this door because taking the elevator, you have to call that elevator down. And
Yo, Benji, you want to get
slower.
stuck there for 5 minutes?
I was almost.
It's slower to ride the elevator. He was trying to dash strike PBC through that door, which is way more difficult than doing a regular dash flip PBC.
It cuts out one menuing, and that's why I
yeah.
for it.
So he needs to menu to 45 FPS to do a dash flip PBC. As I was saying earlier, they're much easier on lower FPS. And this area is deloaded right now, so we're gonna hit a loading trigger here to load it in. And he is going to ride this gondola here because this gondola is like always loaded. And if you go into the gondola and press the button twice, it's going to take you back to the landing pad, and it's faster than just flying or going there normally. So
Also, Cage got slide skip. Bars.
Oh, Cage, yes, Cage just got the slide skip. First try, easy. Free.
Yep.
Nice work, my man.
Okay.
Very good.
Looks like
Very difficult skip. Very difficult skip. It highly relies on that visual cue because it's extremely unforgiving, and I can't stress enough, if you mess that up, like your run's over, because
You're back at overcharge.
You're back at overcharge. You don't get another shot at it because you open the chest. So, wait, is the chest open? No.
Not if you save quit. No, you can do it again if you save quit.
Okay, you can do it again
Yeah.
if you save quit, okay.
Because it doesn't save there, yep.
Yeah, okay. True.
Did
But
Cage
anyways,
get
you like
skip?
literally go back to the beginning of Kashyyyk, basically.
Yes, Benji.
Did you get the PVC?
No, I
missed
got
it.
a weird version of it. I just didn't get bounced on the first plant.
Yeah, same.
I PPC'd the bounce, did.
Yeah, same. I think it was a
But
little
yes,
bit
let me
too
just address this. Ereldo, this is not pre-recorded. I'm just chatting in cutscenes because it's fun.
Because you can.
Because I can, and I'm so far behind, so it doesn't even... It's fine. I have the time. I have all the time in the world to complete this run.
Coming up on our creepy destination. Grab some seat, kid.
Oh, that was not a good
So
idea.
before slide skip,
That was not a good idea.
we used to have to like do. You want to go to Dathomir? The barrier skip, which like just skip the teleportation barrier, and then we'd have to do the actual like slide section of the sheet. Like we would get the rebreather, and like that slide skip saves like what, like 3 minutes or something.
More than that, 5.
Cal.
5, damn.
Yeah, and then it loses a bit more on Nur, but
Yeah, so we don't have the rebreather, so on Nur we have to like, we spawn at the surface of the water inside the coral reef, and we have to like navigate our way through the rocks and then flip out through the side and then swim. It's really weird, and but that's basically the only thing.
Benji, you want to make this close and just wait for me on Dathomir? Just go flag the room.
that
Just
slide
go flag
skip
the room or
just
something.
skips absolutely everything.
yeah.
We're Night Brothers.
Like
We
don't
were working on
okay,
that.
we don't do
for,
everything.
like, yeah, we were working on that, trying to
Oh,
figure out
no.
how to skip that slide. I can't, like, for so long, and then finally, Z-Money found that airwalk slide skip, which is just, like,
no.
insane.
Oh no.
So yeah, on Dathomir, like, we just skip everything, and we just go straight to Order 66.
Let's go, BD.
Cage working on Nine Sister skip here. This, like I said, this loading trigger is I think it's a bit lower. This loading trigger is very difficult to find because there are no really good visual cues. You can barely see that meditation circle there. I think you're.
Oh,
I think you're
okay.
fine.
That's...
Speaking of loading triggers that you have no real visual cues for.
Okay, we're in Order 66 now with Mr. Cage. Cage got the skip, Nine Sister skip there.
Oh, I get that.
Benji is going to fly through the air with no real visual cues here, and well, there are visual cues, but it's still a very, very difficult skip that has high potential to soft lock and have to save quit and start back at the beginning of Order 66. But we're going to fly straight to the end of Order 66 here. Hit a loading trigger in the air, which he got first try, no problem, no soft lock, easy. And we're just gonna go ahead and press this button and trigger this cutscene here. And then make our way to Dathomir 2. We're actually going to do Dathomir in one visit, and we're going to actually not do Ilum at all. We're not going to break our lightsaber, which was like all we've discovered, like so many things we had no idea that were possible. Like, we were always like, we're like, this is impossible. Like we're never gonna be able to skip Ilum and do Dathomir in one visit. And one of her family members was like, yeah, you can skip this, and we realized that. And when you actually meditate and then like put out and reload, it loads everything surrounding that meditation circle. So once this cutscene is over, Benji is going to fly out of the flashback where you would normally break your lightsaber. He's going to go back into the temple through a small hole in the ceiling, and he's going to meditate at the meditation circle, and he's going to quit out and reload, and it's going to actually load the back half of the temple, allowing him to get the Astrium.
Also, little fun fact, earlier today, Panache and I, we found a way to skip this cutscene right here. But it takes so much longer than just watching the cutscene, but it's still very interesting.
It's a long cutscene, I still have to make a video on that.
Yeah, it's a long process of skipping it, very
It's
convoluted.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And also, because Panache talked about us skipping Ilum. You may not have noticed, but we also skipped the prison sequence on Odo Eris because we completely skipped Zepho 2 and everything. So that's easy to forget how much we actually skip in this run.
Yeah,
Can
you
I say
used to
something,
not be able to
B-Mac?
fly. So the flying was actually discovered by a
Pointless
Reddit
acrobatics.
user.
Yes.
Destruction.
Easy.
Can I just say one thing?
Somebody on Reddit found the. Go ahead, Cage.
Yeah, I was just gonna address to what B-Mac said. He said, why make flashbacks at this point? Just skip to the end.
That's basically what we're doing.
Yeah, basically.
We're working on it.
After my
Basically,
run,
we just need the Astrium, that's why we're doing all of this.
Yeah, we need to put the Astrium and Bogano in the vault, and we can't do it without push or.
You know what? I'm gonna PBC this.
We need
I'm
to be
gonna
able
go
to
for it.
fly in order to do everything that we're doing. Otherwise, like I was saying, when we couldn't fly in the May the 4th patch of 2020, they added the ability to fly. Cage just PVC'd through a cutscene there. Very nice work. It's a little Marin. That was a little risky. There's a little cutscene there with the introduction of Marin that is like 30 seconds or something.
It's a minute, I think.
It's a minute. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little risky there. Normally you would just fly over that, but so it looks
Or
like
have
See it on the
Benji
way out.
is
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, you wanna join me, Benji?
no.
No.
You live on the edge, bro. Live on the edge.
Yeah, okay, so Benji's safe quit and he's gonna make his way out through this little hole in the ceiling, and what he's going to do is he's never going to touch the ground. Because
what the game considers to be ground.
yeah, what the game considers to be ground. This checkerboard box over here is Dathomir 2, the temple and all that, and he's going to fly all the way to the Astrium, and then he's going to void out because there's going to be no platforms there, and he's going to respawn inside that temple, which saves a ton of time. Here we're going to hit a loading trigger inside this crawl space that's going to load the back half of the temple. Now we're going to fly over Malicos, and he's just standing right there, and we're going to just grab the Astrium, and we have to watch the cutscene to get the Astrium, which you can actually skip with an airwalk, but it's like hard locks the game.
It hard locks you because you don't actually get the Astrium
until after the
cutscene ends. Like the cutscene ends triggers you to get the Astrium, which is really sad, but
looks like Cage is working on the Order 66 final loading trigger there to try and get to the end of loading the end. Like I said, it's very difficult. You're just hitting a trigger that's floating in thin air. Very little visual cues. It's very easy to miss.
I'm happy for you.
So we have to watch this Astrium cutscene here. About flying, I was saying we didn't even find it. It was actually found by a Reddit user like the day the patch came out, and then everybody in Discord like freaked out, and like we all just like went and played the game, and like the run went from like 3 hours was the world record at the time. Looks like Cage hit the trigger. He's okay. He didn't soft lock.
What changed?
And now we're down to an hour and 28 minutes,
told me to go out.
right?
Yeah. World record is 1:29:33.
And you listened.
So.
Oh, no. But
wait.
We.
Oh,
the door didn't load.
Anyway.
I missed the loading trigger for the door.
Yes. I am the visual representations of everything that can go wrong in a speedrun. Oh my god.
Don't forget your second put out.
You have to
Yeah, I know.
hit a specific loading trigger there. Cage hit a loading trigger, but he didn't hit the other one that you need to hit. If that door, I'm not sure if you caught it, but the other door behind him, it wasn't loaded, which means that when you press that button to trigger the cutscene itself doesn't trigger, only the audio plays. And so you're just stuck there, and you need to save quit out and restart the Order 66. And he's going to need to quit out again once he gets out of here. Otherwise, the meditation circle inside the temple won't be there.
Also, just in case you were wondering during the cutscene, Aaron's hair is all messed up.
Oh yeah.
That's because we never hit a cutscene where we actually meet her. So she is still in the state of having her hood on, but also not really. So it's just her headband.
Okay,
And
here's the void out. And he's back in the temple. Yeah, I don't know what you even need to. Yeah, make sure you hit that loading trigger, Cage. Go hug that and make sure the door's there.
I don't even know where the loading trigger is.
I think it's. Let's see,
Well, I got the conversation.
I think is the door there?
No.
So Benji's making his way out of Dathomir here and back to the Mantis. Door's not there. Door's not there. Door's not there.
I have never done this in my life. Why is this happening to me now?
If you hit the loading trigger, that you're hitting you need to go around the left side of that structure. That you're going around the right side because the loading trigger is on the left there near the whatever tube that was the thing.
I could have guessed. I thought it was like getting the cuts, like the people speaking there. I thought that was what was triggering it, but
no,
that wasn't the case.
It looks like your setup. You are at a little bit too far left. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, well now I'm just flying. I don't really.
Go.
I'm just gonna
Stay
go for it. It's fine.
in line with the side of the dojo. Don't stay more right.
I couldn't have gotten the action without
You're too far.
Also, quick thing: the cutscene I'm watching right now, also skippable. But the way we skip it is actually slower than, again, just watching it.
Yeah, you can use an airwalk to skip that.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, really. Like, all the cutscenes we watch now are really just the essential ones. We tried everything.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
Try to cut out every single one.
I want to make sure Cage gets this.
Yeah, he's too far left, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I went too far right. Okay, I'm just gonna void out. Maybe and just fucking do it again. I don't know how long the void is.
Oh no!
Go to the right, and then it's hard of a
Save quitting. I'm trying it again.
I don't know
so
how much.
So this is what a bad Dathomir looks like.
Could head back to Bogano. Might be
yeah, and not even like you can very easily soft block there as well. On that loading trigger, like you can load into a bunch of different places there that you cannot get out of.
It's pretty dead in there.
Sit down, kid. It's time to land.
You think it'll work?
It worked for Cordova.
You can make it work.
She's right.
Oh, hey, is anybody
So we have to watch
hungry?
this cutscene.
I was thinking of whipping up some
Making our way
snacks.
to Bogano 2
Sorry, am I interrupting?
to place the Astrium inside the vault and obtain the holocron.
It's true, Grease.
Thank you. Hey, I hope you get in there and you find that hollow thing.
Like I said here, for example, Marin is not supposed to have her hood on the Mantis.
Yeah,
But
Marin
she does.
Gets totally bugged out because we didn't watch any of the cutscenes with her. I don't know what cutscenes you actually. I think you have to watch them all in order for her to have hair. Like I'm not. I've tried all sorts of different cutscenes and like nothing works. Like unless you watch like all of them.
Yeah. It's almost like the game expects you to play it the way it's intended.
I take my steak rare.
Why? Like, what's this random? Like, the cutscenes are rendered in real time, so like,
yeah,
it bugs out. Like, outfit, like you'll always see. Like, you're not gonna see. Like, if you're using mods, like you're gonna see. Yeah, the loading trigger's over there, Cage. I think you should be good. Yeah. If you're wearing mods, and like, you'll see them in the cutscenes. So it's the door's not there. I don't think. Is it? No.
This is something for sure.
Okay, so we're on Bogano 2 here. jump cancels are illegal. It looks like Benji just got one. There's a speed limit on Begano too. There's so many loading triggers here that it makes it very difficult to chain dash and jump cancel.
The game
Very
just
nice.
stutters a lot because it keeps loading certain triggers.
There's a lot of stutter and lag on Begano, especially with all the visual effects. It's one of the laggiest planets other than Kashyyyk. And there's tons and tons of loading triggers.
Something weird.
Will I be able to finish in under 2 hours? Now that's the real question.
Closer we get to the vault.
Oh my god. Okay.
Careful,
Okay, so
buddy.
putting
Still
the
know how
Astrium
this
in.
works.
That's the whole... Like, if you could just skip to this would be perfect. Like, this is what we need in the run, essentially.
Amazing. The vault itself is built like a giant holocron.
So, when you place that Astrium in there, it spawns a giant
Let's check it out.
black sphere that's very far away. And when you interact with this wall, that teleports you there. This Zepho Sage temple flashback. So right now, like inside here, we're just like way across the map. And then we're gonna make our way, skip all the little flashback things, fly up to the top of this wall, and then grab the holocron and enter a, like, this is basically, this whole area is like Cal seeing like his possible future of what can happen if he obtains the holocron, which it contains a list of force-sensitive children located throughout the galaxy. And if you were to actually watch the story, I don't know, I guess I won't spoil it for people. So, yeah, you can play the game and find out. So we're going to click on the holocron here, and then Second Sister is going to,
Surrender now, and we may spare the youngest.
like we're going to skip all of it, so get on your
right.
knees, and then
On your
Benji's going to
knees.
fly. You have to hit a loading trigger. Okay, he got teleported again, actually, right there. There's a loading trigger in that archway you need to hit, otherwise the Sith area doesn't load. And now we're going to get teleported again back to very close to the vault, this area, and then he's going to fly out the side of the wall and dash strike across this roof and make his way onto the ceiling of the vault back on Begano. Now, Begano is not loaded right now, but we're going to load it right there. And we're just gonna, the stormtroopers don't come because we're still Inquisitor Cal, since we just flew out of there. So we're just gonna go back to the Mantis since we got the holocron, which is what we came here for. We can't go up the zip line because we don't have powered zip line. And Benji's gonna be very careful to make his way across this platform and not hit the map loading trigger. And let's see if Cage gets the door.
Oh, yeah, I'm
oh, there's the door. We got the door.
14 minutes later. Yes.
Now there's a map loading trigger there that if you're not careful on the left side you can run into because it's still there from the beginning of the game that we skipped, the map tutorial. If you run into it, you get soft locked and you gotta like save and start back
I saw what happened.
Astrium, because we never say it's the
When
last
you
place the
intro-
game saves.
What you both went through. I'm so sorry.
So we watch another cutscene here, and then we make our way onto Nur, where we will have to do the part where
holocron.
we don't have the rebreather. So the rock
I don't know where she's taking
navigation.
Yeah.
You won't really be able to tell what's going on because Benji's going to be swim boosting, and the camera gets all buggy when you swim boost inside the rocks. So it's just going to look like the camera's just like bouncing back and forth.
Yeah. And also, where the camera is not where Cal is at all. Cal is
Yeah.
like way below underground, making his way through like certain rocks in a cave. Because we don't have the rebreather, Cal will slowly start to like float upwards to the surface of the water. And so we need to get him out of a rock formation for him to be on top of the water where we can then fly out. That is like a negative part, I
There's
guess,
a fortress.
or disadvantage of doing slide skip.
They take Jedi.
So normally
The
Nor would
Inquisitors
be
come from.
faster, but overall it's still faster to do slide skip, even though we lose a bit of time, like 30 seconds or so on Nor.
Back there.
If you can get out of the rocks.
Yeah. There's also soft lock there, like there's for everything in this game.
Yeah, you can soft lock, or you can just, like my last run, I think I had like a 9-minute Nur or something.
Yeah. In one of my runs I got a sub 8 minute Nur. That was insane. I have no idea how I made that. That was like
that's
perfect.
crazy. So like before Nur with the rebreather, like world record was like 7:14 or something.
Yeah.
So sub 8 is like crazy good for no rebreather. Like generally it's like average like 8:30, 8:15.
Yeah, something like that, like 8:20 probably
8:20.
something.
Yeah.
By the right
exactly.
of the council, by the will of the Force, Cal Kestis.
So you gain like 5 minutes on Kashyyyk, but you lose like a minute on Nur.
Yeah, that's realistic. So it still saves a lot of time. It's just also a little bit harder, I guess, but it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of practice.
Also, we are still Inquisitor Cal, but I will do another quit out, so sadly this won't last for too long.
Yeah, I think this is the
Just
only
don't
other
quit out, it's fine.
save quit
Just watch the
now
cutscene
that we skip.
Yeah, I'm on Dathomir, it's fine, I'm not gonna catch up.
So once he travels to Nur, we're gonna talk to the terrarium again, and then gonna trigger like a little cutscene. We're gonna get the save symbol in the bottom right. He's gonna quit out, and then it's gonna skip that cutscene, and we're gonna spawn. It's gonna load us directly into the water/rocks on Nur.
This terrarium would look better with some plants.
Cage is making his way. I missed it. Did you quit out through the med-pad?
Yeah, I had to do that.
Yeah. Alright, so he's making his way onto Dathomir 2.
Oh, this is the worst Dathomir I've ever had in my speedrunning career. It's worse than my first ever Dathomir also. It's fun.
Okay, so the weird part is coming up.
Alright, here we are. So yeah, we're inside this coral reef, making our way through some invisible geometry that we can't see anything, so we have no idea.
No.
What's going on? Game freeze?
Oh, well,
there we go.
I might have hit a trigger to make the whole thing not.
What?
Wait, let's see.
Benji is forcing himself out of the rocks on. There's also a wall, and he needs to get out of the rocks on the left side of the wall, otherwise he'll be soft locked. Basically just like swim boosting and moving his camera in a certain direction to push himself through the rocks. And then once that happens, the game will force him to the surface of the water, and there is actually a part of the coral reef that you can stand on, and it will allow him to fly. It looks like he is out of the rocks. Making his way toward the rock that we can stand on, barely just above the surface of the water. Cage making his way to the astrium.
Finally, I got to the astrium.
Now there is an invisible platform here that we can land on, do a few dash strikes, and then we're going to have to fly over a very high invisible wall, and we're going to be able to drop down into the fortress roof and we can do a few dash strikes here, and then we're going to utilize... we're stuck in combat with all this stuff inside this hallway, like the entire time on Nur until we get all the way to the end. So we're going to get like 3 dash strikes here, 4, and then we'll be utilizing like jump cancels whenever we get our force recharge for maximum efficiency on our movement. As you can see, how the jump cancel works to get maximum distance is you're actually letting go of your W or forward when you jump so that you can get maximum distance on the jump cancel. So right here, there's a loading trigger. Again, not really very good visual cues here, but as you can see, you just load in the second half of the fortress. And again, we're going to utilize a death warp here. We're going to touch the ground next to the elevator here and then fly all the way to the end where second sister Trilla, you would normally fight her, but all you have to do is actually like go inside the room, hit a loading trigger, and then it transforms this outside area into the part where we can just take the elevator up. And so he's going to go in here, hit this loading trigger, and then he's going to fly and up back into the ceiling and void out on the side. He has to void out on the side, or he'll die. But if you void out there, he will respawn on the last ground that he touched, and that's right next to the elevator where we press the button. Say hello to our little friend Darth Vader here, and something to note that a lot of runners like to fly inside of this elevator because for some reason the game, sometimes you just fall through this elevator, and then you have to restart at the beginning. Where do you even start? You start in the water, or you restart?
You start just before the where
the
you
elevator,
in front of the elevator. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. There's a little safety save point there. So
I think we lost him.
you used to have to restart all the way at the beginning if you didn't land
Yeah,
there.
so my time is gonna come up as soon as I stab Vader, but I guess the time will keep going until Cage is finished.
Yeah, time ends. He's opening the door, and
ow. That's for me.
Be ready.
No, that was
20 something.
yeah. On stream, it's like a one, just bare out of some 135.
I'm gonna be surprised if I get a sub 150, honestly.
Oh, that's a 135 clean.
Surrender the holocron.
I'll never give it to you.
We shall
surrender the holocron.
I got the BBC
Never
back
gonna
though.
tell.
Nice. Swag.
Shall see. Living on the edge, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, I don't have anything to lose.
I won't let you take those.
Also, the cutscene I'm watching right now, it breaks at a certain point, so we can technically never finish the game. But for the speedrun, last button input is the end.
Such hatred.
By the way, 2337 Dathomir.
Excellent Inquisitor.
She's stronger than that.
It's fun.
I think it doesn't do that anymore. I think you can watch the credits.
I don't think so. I've done a run earlier and it didn't work.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Benji, that was a good run.
I can feel it inside.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah,
Without loads, I would have been just barely like a sub 135.
without loads, it would have been a 133 something, because that's what I got on mine, and I
you
had
did a
I
bunch
out a
of-
lot, so 134 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you did a lot of save quits.
It
Yeah.
might have been.
I wonder
because
why.
I watched it.
Yeah, probably. Because as soon as Marin grabs me here, I will fall.
Yeah.
Because the cutscene ends. And then you will die.
Yeah.
But you can't-
Oh, you got...
We skipped that cutscene, and for some reason the game just hard locks you, and you can't actually finish the game.
Yeah. Technically you can, but...
So you guys wanted to watch Nur and Bogano again?
There we go. See, I'm fallen now. I'm in the void. There's just Vader down there.
Yeah, there's invisible breathing Vader and T-posing Seer. Go say hi to Seer.
Wait, where is she? Is she...
Um,
Oh, she's back there.
back by the elevator. Oh, Vader's not invisible. Oh, no, only if you open the door. Wait, this is...
No, it's only if you die and reload, then it's all weird.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
So there's the... I can't
There's
even get to
here.
her. Like, wait. I'm standing on something.
The mantis. Go to the mantis.
So here's Seer. Just T-posing. I don't know exactly where the mantis is.
It's down...
Is it there if I don't die?
Yeah, it's always there.
You have a point there, Z-Money. It's really weird that the game doesn't automatically give you the... It automatically gives you climbing claws that you're supposed to get on Death 2 after going to Ilum. If I'm not mistaken. No, you get it on Death 1 after fighting Gorgara. Never mind.
Yeah, the mantis is backed by Vader down inside the coral reef.
As you can hear Vader breathing here. Oh, down there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't there a death plane there?
No, like way far down.
Okay.
It's yeah, go you can actually like get on the mantis and like travel to other planets still. Yeah, there it is.
Do I have to PBC in?
No, door's open.
Oh. It's just a big coral reef in here. There. It's empty. Grease's not here.
Yeah.
He is.
They'll come when you go back to Dathomir.
Wait a minute. You want to go to Dathomir?
So yeah, this is not what you're supposed to be able to do.
You can actually go to Dathomir and you can go back to Nur. And the game completely bugs out. There's Marin.
So yeah, just for the record, like, the speedrun is done. This is just...
Yeah, we're just messing around here. Yeah. Show you how broken the game is.
Building the Jedi Order is important. But you really think you'll be able to change things?
We believe we can. Yes. We can
Homie with the raid.
of the Empire.
I never met any Jedi. They were always off doing their thing, and we Lateros took care of our own. We never got help from Jedi. Sorry. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? That's what my great-grandma always said.
Thanks for the raid and the follow, homie.
We're about to drop out of hyperspace. Sit down.
Yeah, Cage is in the flashback, I see. Yep. With the vision, more like.
Go back to Nur. Yeah, Cage making his way to the holocron. Being sure to hit that loading trigger inside the archway.
Marin, your tattoos, do they mean something?
Yes. They are given by our mothers and symbolize our bond with the Coven. Do the Jedi have such a ritual?
Yes. Building our lightsabers brings us closer to ourselves, the Force, and each other.
Strange that an order of peacekeepers bond around creating weapons.
I've often thought the same thing.
So yeah, I have no idea what's about to happen now.
Good question.
So Cage intentionally skipped the loading trigger there, which allows you to just fly straight, despawns everything, and you can fly straight back to the vault and just dash strike out and load Gono.
Why am I going this way? I don't know.
Yeah, so now you're just completely bugged out under and sitting in your chair, grabbing some seat. And then you're just stuck there and you just end up falling. Then you're completely
Jedi chair.
hard locked.
Oh yeah, I can move across.
You can move, yeah.
This area here.
Yeah, this is Cal's secret
dude.
ability. Jedi chair.
Just sliding around. Oh. I think I'm falling.
Yeah. You just fall, like, you can't even void out. You just, and you, you're falling, like, extremely slow, too.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I've never seen that.
So I'm fixing your schedule, BMAC. It's fine. That's what I had in mind.
You should still finish under 2 hours.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like 150 maybe. That's what the estimate is saying on current pace, but I doubt it. I'll probably soft lock on
something like that, but you should be fine.
You know me, right? I always weird stuff always happens to me. Just ask Panache and Benji.
Yeah, Cage encounters some very strange bugs.
I found a lot of
speedrun.
I have found a lot of bugs in this game that are not useful for the speedrun at all. They're just an extra danger when it comes to me, at least.
Thank you guys for the follows.
Everything.
Z-Man and Halo Dude.
Halo Dude, do you play Halo by any chance? Sorry, I had to. I just had to. Okay, so Cal is getting knighted for the second time. Pretty soon. Let's see how this now goes, shall we?
Double kill.
Maybe a double kill.
Just don't soft lock.
Yeah, just don't soft lock. Yeah, exactly.
Or don't quit out too early.
I've never done that before, but there's a first for everything, right?
There were a lot of firsts in this run.
Oh, at least for me, dude. It's the first time I've got a 23-minute death in me. That's so hilariously bad. I was only
23 minutes, dude. No way.
Yeah, 20. I got a 23:37 Dathomir.
It's like twice the length it's supposed to be.
Yeah, basically. It's more than that even.
It's fine.
You want to go to Dathomir?
Oh, not again. Never again.
I love gold!
Just resign after the run. Just like, I'm done with this game. No, of course not. This game always has a spot in my heart. Even though it can go bad.
Is iffy at times.
At times. You've gotten both sides of the book now, or the both sides of the coin. You've seen how a semi-good run is supposed to look like, and you've seen what can go horribly wrong on Dathomir, at least. So, I'm just here showing off what not to do, really. So if you want to speedrun this game, don't follow my example. Follow Benji's. But better. That wasn't too late, wasn't it? Was it? No, it wasn't. If I would have done it too early, this run would probably not be under 2 hours if I would have done it too early. Oh, I haven't done this in so long. Oh, this is weird. Oh, I don't remember how to swim through those obstacles. Let's see, can I get out of the rocks?
I struggle a little bit with that as well.
Oh, well, when you haven't completed a run in like a few weeks, then this is not something your muscle memory is gonna help you out with. That's for sure.
Wait, so apparently our audio cut out during Baraka cutscenes for like a while?
It did?
Yeah. So like I was explaining like so much during those.
Oh no.
I
heard I saw just in the chat, I think Gio or Skyper was saying like rip commentary.
Yeah, I was like wondering, wait, what? Was it just because we had awkward silence?
It was on our end. Like I heard everything fine.
Yeah.
No. It was just some parts that got cut out for me, but that wasn't like that is not detrimental. That wasn't too much.
I was mainly explaining like PVC and stuff, kind of important, but I mean the run's over now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Oh no way.
Oh my god! Okay, I hit the water twice there, and I didn't mess up.
So like I'll explain PBCs again then. So like you saw a bunch of pause buffer clipping there, and how it's done is, I'm assuming you guys didn't hear any of that. Using Alt Tab or F11 allows us to clip through all those cutscene triggers and doors. On PC, you can also do it on console by toggling like motion blur in the options while pausing the game. It was originally discovered using pause, but it was like hardware dependent and nobody was able to do it. Alt Tab allowed us to lag the game out. It's basically just lagging the game. You need to enter photo mode in order for it to work, like just once. As long as you do it one time when you boot up the game, it enables you to pause buffer clip. Then we found out that using F11 is even more effective, which what F11 does is it switches the game from full screen to borderless to full screen to windowed mode, and it lags a lot. So we can clip through cutscene triggers, as you saw, doors, things that Alt Tab didn't let you do. F11 is extremely powerful, and we haven't even unlocked the full potential of it.
We still
used to have
through, and
like every we find so much stuff, and we'll probably
Let's
find
see if
even
I get
more.
Pushed.
When you like F11 or Alt Tab, like your screen goes totally black and you can't really see. And we were saying that the runners use your OBS preview in order to see what's going on, because you're basically like doing muscle memory on the actual inputs, and it's very precise. It's not, you can't just spam F11. You have to actually time it at a very specific time in order for it to work, and it's frame rate dependent. Those dash strike PVCs you couldn't do with Alt Tab. Anyone work with F11?
Okay, so the ending is
lower
coming up now.
Okay, yeah.
coming up on time. You can call it.
Winner.
When Cal stabs Vader, that's when he will end.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Huh.
That was
That's
certainly
it.
something.
That was really
Sorry
something.
for the audio issues. Great run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for the follows, the raids.
Yeah, thanks
Everything.
for having us on here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you
Showing
very
off this
much, Star Wars
completely
Gaming
broken
TV,
game.
for having us today.
Now you've seen how the game can go. Now you've seen two sides of the coin. Thanks for all your attention. All of your attention.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Good luck to all the runners. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the marathon. Stay tuned for more Star Wars speedruns.
Yep. See you guys.
See ya.